Welcome, food travelers. I'm Simon.
And I'm Micah.
We are on our way to Los Angeles, the city of angels, more specifically, Disneyland.
Yeah, really excited to go for Disneyland today, especially with all the treats.
Yeah, it's going to be a nice, fun food finding episode here at Disneyland. Yeah, it's that time of year where the ghouls and ghosts come out, and, you know, along with the ghouls and ghosts, the treats that go along with that.
We had a lot of treats. Yeah, and I remember one of the guys who was checking our bags was telling us to have a magical journey.
You know, Micah, we've been really lucky lately. Every time we've gone and we filmed somewhere, the weather has been just fantastic. The great things about visiting at this time of year is all the decorations. As you can see, in full swing are all the Halloween decorations out.
Yeah, and right now with this whole situation going on, we've got a new way of ordering food through mobile ordering.
Yeah, it's another way that Disney has provided a kind of a different way to get your food. So when we entered the park, we actually went right to the Jolly Holiday for brunch.
Yeah, Jolly Holiday is located on a market street, on the main street. And for the first order, we had the Matterhorn macaroon.
Yeah, we also had two other desserts, which, you know, is always the greatest way to start the day is with dessert. We had two macaroons, the Mickey Mouse Raspberry Macaroon and the Oreo Macaroon.
Yeah, I really enjoyed these macaroons, but they were really, really sweet.
Yes, they were. Actually, I have quite a bit of a sweet tooth, and even for me, if I was to take consecutive bites, it was a little bit too much, so I actually had to spread my bites of the macaroon.
I do really like the raspberry rose macaroon. It had a really nice consistency of raspberry in between every single bite.
Flavor and texture-wise, they were great. It's just that sugar rush that came in if you ate too much too quickly.
And also, I had the grilled cheese sandwich with tomato soup.
And what you can see is they're actually famous for their stretch of the cheese, and we had to get a nice shot of that.
Yeah, I thought the grilled cheese, they were done really well. There was so much cheese in it, as you saw with the stretch of cheese. Tomato soup was really good too. They did a really good job grilling the sandwich. It was not overly burnt or anything. It was just right.
After lunch, we took a stroll around the park and we went on some rides. We looked at all the different decorations for Halloween, and we had to burn off those calories to build up some more appetite to eat some more.
Yeah, and in the next location, we head over to Adventureland, where one of the rides was the Indiana Jones.
One of the things that I thought was really cool was going to the Haunted Mansion, which some of you may know, each year as Halloween approaches, they definitely decorate this attraction.
And in this next location that we went to was the Tiki Juice Bar, where I had a Dole Whip float. I really like this float. It's made with real pineapple juice and with soft serve ice cream.
Yeah, it wasn't. I was a little bit too full still, so I didn't have any.
But this was the perfect pairing, especially on a sunny, hot day like it was today. we headed over to Star Wars Galaxy.
Yeah, the Galaxy Edge, it's brand new to me. All the times I've been here at Disney, this was the very first time I've got to visit it.
It was also my first time as well, Simon, and I think we pretty much spent majority of our time here.
Yeah, it was fantastic. The way they decorated everything, the details that they went into making this part of the park, it was great.
Yeah, I really enjoyed all the details they put into it, everything that they've added into it. I thought the rides were really fun too.
Yeah, it makes the experience to that next level, something that, now they're really spending that time to really authenticize that feeling of being at a certain place with franchises that are popular.
Yeah, and even like in every park, they may have like the names of the dishes themed at a certain way, but now they're actually making it look like something from the movie.
So after building up an appetite, we ended up going to Docking Bay 7 restaurant. It's right near the Millennium Falcon, so it's a great view. And so I ordered the Endorian fried chicken tippy up here. It's this kind of square, crispy fried chicken. It comes with vegetables and macaroni and cheese. Funny thing, I actually ordered the child's portion because I wanted to try so much other foods in the park and I didn't want to fill myself up too much.
Yeah, I actually skipped on this meal. I was just too full.
I enjoyed the outside skin of the chicken. Honestly, it's a little bit dry on the inside, but eating it with the macaroni and cheese and the chicken together actually made it so it was pretty good.
And for the next spot, we went to Ronto Roasters and we ordered the Ronto wrap.
Yeah, it reminds me of a kind of a hot dog in a pita wrap. Actually, it's quite good. I actually preferred this one over the Endorian chicken.
And it was quite filling too with the wrap that they used. It also came with chicken and coleslaw. I think with all the sauce they used on it, it was a good balance.
And then to finish off the food we ate, we went to go get, milk?
Yeah, we went to the milk stand and I had the blue milk, which is kind of like a slushy milk yogurt-y tasting drink.
I had the green milk, which was more of a fruit flavored. Actually, I thought the green milk was okay. Not a favorite. I'm not a fan of having kind of those granule ice pieces, chips, inside my drinks. So it took me a while to drink it, but I just thought it was okay overall. So after we finished with Galaxy's Edge, we headed toward California Adventure, which actually we kind of made a mistake here. What they do require is that you pick a second park for a park hopper to go, but they kind of let you enter later during the day. And at this time, park actually closed at 6 p.m. and our entrance was at 1, so we actually limited the amount of time that we were able to actually attend California Adventure.
And also, what we didn't realize was how long the line was. I think we spent about a good hour just standing in line trying to get in, and while standing in line, I actually got sunburned on my neck.
I was okay. Yeah, the day we actually went was the Oogie Boogie Bash, which is very, very popular. So there was that huge line there for people trying to enter. And that's also why the park was closed early.
And because our time was limited, we only spent our time in one location, which was...
But yeah, we walked in and we actually headed straight towards the Adventures campus because we actually didn't have that much time, maybe probably 2 hours at most to kind of go and explore and try the different foods.
And even with that 2 hours, it was still pretty limited with how backed up they were at this restaurant that we went to.
And the only restaurant we actually ended up going, which was our first and last place, was the Pym Test Kitchen.
And in here, we ordered the PB3 Superb Sandwich, which is a peanut butter and jam with bacon and banana. This sandwich was so heavy that you feel like you're getting a heart attack when you're eating this.
And one of the things too you want to note is in California Adventure they do let you drink alcohol.
And this alcoholic drink that I got here was quite a disappointment. And that boba was a passion fruit flavor. It didn't really taste like passion fruit at all, even when it popped. Mainly because it was in the seltzer water for so long, it just tastes like nothing.
So after California Adventure, we actually went back to the hotel and had to take a little break since Micah had his wound.
Yeah, it was a nice little bit of break just to rest our feet as well before we came back to Disneyland for the nighttime with all the lights and everything. The first location we went back to was the Mint Julep Bar.
Over here, we had one of my favorite things to have at Disneyland, and it was the beignets.
I really enjoyed how airy they were and how light they were, even though it was pretty sweet with all the powdered sugar.
One of the things you want to do is actually when you get the beignets is you want to shake it up in the bag nice and good so you can get all that coating on each of the beignets.
And you definitely want to eat them as fresh and hot as possible, because once they cool down, they're just not as good. Yeah, you can see how much powdered sugar there was. I think I got some on my shirt as well as my whole face.
We were definitely enjoying that. Also, one other thing I had the strawberry mint julep, which I also enjoyed. It was a nice, refreshing. It worked well for having a hot day and just kind of finishing off the night.
And when you're at the Mint Julep bar, one thing you do want to do is make sure you do the mobile order, because the lines were really, really long.
Yeah, from what I remember, it was one of the last restaurants to stay open during the night. So you kind of have this crowd that comes in and it can get pretty busy right before closing. We were actually at the Mint Julep Bar right up to closing, and
while we were heading back to the hotel, you could see the lightnings coming down, and it fit really, really well with the Halloween theme.
And to wrap up the episode, here are our notables for Disneyland and California Adventure.
And for this first notable, it's a Dole Whip Float. If you like pineapples and you like ice cream, this is the perfect cup of Dole Whip to get, especially on such a hot day. It will cool you down really quick. And for the second notable here is the PB3 Superb Sandwich from California Adventures. This one was a heart attack-like experience. It was so heavy, so complex with all the flavors, with the banana, the candied bacon in between, and also with the peanut butter jam sandwich. I don't think I've ever had such a complex peanut butter jam sandwich before, but this was definitely worth the wait and everything to get into California Adventures.
The next notable is the beignets from the Mint Julep Bar. This was a fantastic, delicious, powdered sugar dessert that eaten fresh, it's soft, chewy, and just a delicious way to finish off the night. And for our last notable, usually we put food in, but this is just something extra special. We actually picked the Rise of the Resistance ride over at the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. The most immersive, just amazing, awe-inspiring ride that you can get on, and something definitely you cannot miss if you're in Disneyland.
Thanks for watching. We hope you come eat with us on the next episode. And don't forget, if you like what you saw, subscribe and like.
And for more photos, follow us on Instagram. See you guys on the next episode. Bye!
Bye!